Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. Tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they play against the Indiana Fever. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. And you can't understate the importance of this game. Both teams with a shot at advancing.
That's what makes it so interesting. I love the addition of this tourney, and the players seem to like it as well.
Now here's Boston. Back to Clark. Jacks up a three. Atkins grabs the board. And it's the Sky ball. Pass to Banham. Now Reese. Vandersloot. She's covered by Clark. Now here is Atkins. Clock at 6. Here's Vandersloot. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Boston with it. Now guarded by Cardoso. That one's good. Clark.
First points of the game right there.
Nice bucket there to get the scoring started.
And sometimes, Brian, that first bucket is the hardest to get.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Vandersloot. Here's Banham. Good on the triple.
The floor general sensibilities of Vandersloot on full display. Awesome job finding the wide open teammate.
Indiana with the ball. Mitchell outside. Clark outside. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now it's Reese. Ariel Atkins on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Clark. Mitchell a screen. Outside Cunningham. Misses the 3. One thing that Sophie Cunningham brings to this team in bundles, energy.
Constantly moving on both ends. Cunningham has great length at 6'1". Is out there to add a spark to her team to mix it up a little bit.
And the call will be against Mitchell. That's her first foul.
Way to get there first and absorb the contact.
Yeah, clearly no flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Banham. She's covered by Mitchell. Outside Reese. Just 4 to shoot. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Mitchell grabs the board.
That's 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to get into the flow offensively.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Banham. Here's Atkins. Chicago again missing. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Rebound Chicago. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Vandersloot with it. Down low. Cardoso. That evens the score.
Love the awareness from Vandersloot. She usually makes the right read in the pick and roll.
Indiana with the ball. Now here's Clark. 5 points in the game. Fires the 3. The three-pointer is on target.
You know, she's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
And that one's good. Atkins.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
Clark outside. Takes the 3. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
They're in the position they're in right now thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
Now here's Vandersloot. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Here's Banham. She's covered by Mitchell. Pass to Cardoso. Vandersloot tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Now Cunningham. And here's Boston. Over Reese. The shot by Boston, no good. Chicago trailing here. Now Banner. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Natasha Howard pulls it in.
A little in the hoop for her this quarter. She still hasn't gotten one, not one, to fall.
Mitchell, right side. Pass to Cunningham. And the three off target. And it's the Sky ball. Now Vandersloot. Here's Reese. Here's Banham. Off target with the three.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
The left wing launches a three, and Caitlin Clark hits from deep.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Outside Reese. Atkins. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Pass to Clark. Back to Mitchell. Now Clark. Shoots over Vandersloot. That one's good. Clark.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
And so it's Chicago with it. 8-point game. In the offseason, the Fever were aggressive in pursuing veterans.
Well, the Fever, they like their core, and they want to win now. They signed a bunch of veterans, including Sophie Cunningham, and this is a team that wants to win now. They're sick of losing in Indiana.
That's in there. Chelsea Mitchell with the assist.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Now it's Reese. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Pass to Cardoso. Over Boston. And once again off the mark by Chicago.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass.
So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
And Vandersloot's team-first mentality does a lot for her team's culture. No wonder players love sharing the hardwood with her.
2 shots.
And that one misses. Guys, there's really no debate. When it comes to assists, Courtney Vandersloot is the GOAT.
No argument here. 7 assist titles in her career. Easily the best assist average in league history. Vandersloot is a wizard with the rock.
Doesn't get the second. The first Commissioner's Cup was back in 2021. Seattle Storm won the inaugural version.
Hey, Brianna Stewart, the first MVP of the Commissioner's Cup championship game. The WNBA introducing the second competition to give the regular season a little extra spice.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Pass to Cardoso. Back to Vandersloot. Caitlin Clark with the defensive effort.
Something has gone wrong with her this quarter. She's going to have to get it together.
Now Turner. Back to Clark. No good from outside. Vandersloot left side. Pass to Atkins. Cardoso. Here's Williams. She's covered by Mitchell. Out to Vandersloot. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. That three off the mark.
That one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Yeah, pretty clear. They've come out with the better energy and effort thus far.
Now here's Clark. Vandersloot defending. The three is up. Clark can't hit.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Now here's Atkins. Williams sets the screen. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
4 on the shot clock. From deep. The shot that time not on target. Left side Boston. Shoots over Williams. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Fever on top, up by 11. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And guys, Fever pretty much in control here.
Not much room to operate on this one. A very tough D through 1.
You know, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to McDonald. Outside Powers. Now here's Boston. Here's Sims. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A notable finisher around the rim. Sims doesn't want any weak spots in her game, and I admire that.
Pass to Allen. Now Nurse shoots the three. Hits the three-point bombs.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's McDonald. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Boston sets a screen. McDonald, no good. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. She's covered by Sims. Pass to Onyenwede. Allen. Shoots over Powers. Allen's shot is off. Here's the Fever with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside Sims. Here's Boston. Here's Powers. No good on the three. Here's Allen. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was just a good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Yeah, coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
McDonald. Vandersloot defending. Outside Powers. Sims. 5 on the clock. Rejected by Elizabeth Williams.
Amongst the most fearsome defenders in the league. You don't want to take it at Williams. She almost takes it personal.
Great positioning on the putback.
That's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's a quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Yeah, not just getting the rebound, but getting the 2 points.
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you're willing to work very hard.
Now here's Nurse. Pass to Vandersloot. Williams. Now Reese. Over Cunningham. And another basket for Chicago.
It looked pretty, but she doesn't need to use the fadeaway when she's that open.
For this Chicago team, they've built the roster inside out.
Well, that 2024 draft nets them Angel Reese and the 6'7" Camila Cardoso. With their version of the Twin Towers, they've got a great foundation for years to come.
A nice shot by Powers.
Well, a player that's effective from three-point land. Powers is at home in the paint, pouring that bucket closer in.
Sky trail. Vandersloot outside. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Picked by Reese. Pass to Banham. Over Sims. Banham, no good. Right side Powers.
Cunningham.
Reese defending.
And the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery. I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W.
The first free throw is good. Well, the most important part of the Commissioner's Cup, the fact that every team selects a charity that they're playing for.
Each great organization gets a donation. The winning team's charity gets an extra bonus. But really, most importantly, all the charities get some much-deserved recognition, publicity, and some love.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
But one thing you love about Sophie Cunningham, she's never afraid, brings this squad relentless energy.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
Our familiar face rejoining the Sky, point guard Courtney Vandersloot.
The league's all-time leader in assists per game. Vandersloot spent her first 12 seasons in Chicago, spent the last 2 years in New York, winning the title in 2024. She's back in the Windy City, running the show this year.
Fever on D. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Banham. She's covered by Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Nurse. Nice D from Aerial Powers.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Outside Cunningham. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Vandersloot the screen. Pass to Banham. To end the run. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Here's Clark. She's got 19. Now Mitchell. Outside Powers. Clark. Back to Powers. 6 to shoot. And she was camped there in the lane. And she gets a 3-second call. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Outside Atkins. Screen by Cardoso. Reese. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
Clark outside. Lets it go from deep. And the Fever hit again from deep.
How many times have you seen a possession like that from them today? Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Here's Banham. 6 points for her. Picked by Reese. Courtney Vandersloot for three. That one's off too. A rough 0 for 6 start for her. Pass to Clark. Shoots over Vandersloot. And again, it's Indiana converting.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Now Vandersloot. Vandersloot the screen. Here's Banham. The three. Turner grabs the board.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Cunningham.
Reese defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago with the ball. Trailing by 13. Pass to Banham. Now Reese. Now Atkins. She's covered by Clark. Cardoso can't get it to go.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. You got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Mitchell. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Vandersloot with it. She's covered by Clark. Here's Atkins. Moves over Powers. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Clark. She's got 24. From the arc, and another three for Indiana.
Run about 50% for the game on their three-pointers, and they've only gotten better as this game's gone along.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Atkins up top.
Powers covering.
Outside Atkins. Moves over Powers. The second chance effort. Cardoso laying it in.
The D got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Clark. She's got 27. Mitchell, shot's good.
They've really turned it around offensively.
Oh, you know, anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that any day.
Chicago with the ball. 19-point game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Banham. Outside Atkins. 5 to shoot. The tray. And Clark pulls it down. From deep three-point range. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Fever ahead, up 19. Hold tight, we've got more basketball action headed your way.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. And measuring up the shot.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters.
Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback.
One place this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis with this team.
Now here's Vandersloot. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Atkins with it.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Pass to Vandersloot.
Cardoso. Outside Reese.
Ariel Atkins on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Now here's Clark. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Strong work for her at the offensive end, helping them sustain this lead.
And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso.
To the paint. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Oh, it's a good thing she showed up today, because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Now Clark. Puts the move on, and that one goes in as as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
Home and away, fans came out in droves to watch Caitlin Clark.
I mean, we've had teams move venues to increase capacity. Caitlin Clark is quite the draw. Everybody just wants a glimpse.
Hey, that couldn't be more obvious. Caitlin Clark has had an incredible impact on the Fever.
Well, just look at the individual numbers. Led the league in assists, second in minutes played, and the team impact during her rookie year, they ended an 8-year playoff drought.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Here's Banham. She's got 6. Pass to Vandersloot. Stolen by Clark. And she banks in the layup.
They're 3 of 4 to start the half.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And here is Vandersloot. Outside Reese. Now Banham. The 3 ball. Natasha Howard with the rebound.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a hard time getting it going.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Yes. Great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Now here's Vandersloot. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a 3-point contest.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Howard. Caitlin Clark outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now here's Vandersloot. She's covered by Clark. Shot clock at 5. Fires it. Cardoso can't get it to go. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Boston. Takes it out to Clark. And the Fever hit again from deep.
This is a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Vandersloot outside. Ariel Atkins on the wing. And she can't answer back the 3-pointer offline.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
Pass to Vandersloot. Reese. Here's Cardoso. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
She didn't luck into that one. She knew just where to be when the shot went up.
Here's Boston. Clark outside. Inside. Howard inside. Reese defending. It's hauled in by Angel Reese. And it's the Sky Ball. This contest is part of the Commissioner's Cup. The first 10 games against teams in your conference, 1 home and 1 away, count towards the Cup standings.
And the teams with the best records in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to face off in the midseason for a one-off final. Lots of prize money will be on the line, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Now here's Clark, and she's got 41. To the middle. Boston with the bucket.
Nice job finding Boston. She is so good in that pick and roll set.
Vandersloot with it. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Banham. Beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Now here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Sinks the three-pointer.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Now here's Cardoso. She has 6. Here's Howard. The rebound by the Sky.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Cardoso. Shot clock at 6. And it's Atkins missing.
She is frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, the fact that she can't hit anything from out there, or the fact that she keeps on trying to.
Now here's Clark. Now here's Cunningham. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here is Atkins. Pass to Banham. There's the triple. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Please give a big round of applause for your defense squad.
So both teams making some changes here. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
It's stolen. Here's the break. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
We know basketball is big in Indiana, and man, do they love the Fever here.
I mean, this place is normally sold out these days. Massive crowds with tons of energy. This might be the best home court advantage in the W.
And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Personal foul.
One of the most exciting players in the WNBA, Angel Reese.
Chicago very happy to have her finish runner-up in Rookie of the Year voting. Reese brings some serious attitude to the organization. The Sky led the W in rebounding last year, largely because of course, Angel Reese.
And the first one drops.
Someone who fits nicely into the rotation. Nurse has a pretty good all-around game.
And good on both. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Pass to Sims. Four on the clock. Pulls up. Allen with the rebound. Vandersloot outside. Allen. Pass to Nurse. Connects from three-point range.
This is the time that they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Yeah, it had to happen here in the third, and now that they've got the run going, they've got to keep it rolling.
Absolutely.
Outside Powers. "16 feet out. The shot comes out. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Fever ahead, opening a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Mitchell outside.
And looking at the last couple of WNBA champions, seems like we're in the super team era, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, New York and Las Vegas went with super high-end talent, and they've won the last few titles.
Yeah, take stars taking a little less to play together. That's the big key of it. But if you have 3 of the top 15 or so players, I mean, you have got a great chance to win it all.
Now here's Nurse. Pass to Vandersloot. Shoots over McDonald. True on the 14-footer.
When she scores in this area, Vandersloot becomes impossible to guard. She hits the 3, drives, passes. So what do you stop?
Powers with it. Chase covered by Allen. Back to Mitchell. Powers. And stolen by Onyenwere. Deflects the pass. To the inside. Powers. Kia Nurse into the lane. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
That's where the 6-foot frame of Nurse comes in handy. She can take a hit as a taller guard and complete the play.
Drains the three-pointer. Now here's Vandersloot. Nurse outside. Vandersloot.
One thing we can all agree on, it's great to see the WNBA continue to expand.
Yeah, the Bay Area finally got a team, and they followed that up quickly by announcing teams in Toronto and Portland.
And remember, too, 3 more teams are coming after those 2 in Toronto and Portland. And beyond those 3 teams that they're going to add, the league got so many bids from pretty much everywhere in this country and in Canada as well.
Here's Mitchell. Chicago with the rebound. Now Allen. Pass to Williams. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
He's not doing them any favors making those kind of errors.
Especially now with every possession being a critical one for them at this point.
Just the worst time for it to happen.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Back to Mitchell. And stolen by Nurse. Now here's Vandersloot, guarded by McDonald. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. No good on the triple. Pass to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Fever. Now here's Onyenwere. Back to Vandersloot. And here's Cardoso. She's covered by Mitchell. And yep, it's good.
That's the vision you get with Vandersloot. She's always looking to set up her teammates offensively.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. McDonald with it. And Williams picks her up defensively. Mitchell outside. The draft takes place right before the regular season. It's fun to see these players get right into their pro careers.
Unlike the NBA, we get to see the collegiate stars that were born in March join the WNBA while they're still hot. It's a chance to see college stars immediately after a great run.
I love it. You know, you have a great March, as you said, and you go right into the WNBA season. You get drafted right after that national semifinal and final. It's awesome. And it's also a giant test, though, for rookies. I mean, they're playing that college season, then an extra set of 40-plus pro games, which we know are so much more taxing than a college game. And it's a big-time challenge.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
Onyenwere, shot is good.
They're looking a lot better now, but still a long ways to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least we can see the fire is still burning, and I love to see that. And they haven't given up, but they picked it up at both ends, and they're on a nice run right now.
Yeah, at least, as you pointed out, at least they're still trying. They're still playing hard.
High post shot. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
The shot was there for her. She had to take it. And I don't care if she didn't convert. She should take it again next time.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. It goes on Sophie Cunningham.
That's a smart play. I mean, Onyenwere not only able to draw the foul, but also to do so while in the act of shooting.
2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And that's good as she hits both shots. No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
Clark outside. Boston sets a screen. Indiana again missing.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Cardoso. Powers brings the double team. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Here's McDonald. Clark, screen by Howard. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Using her touch and tenacity around the rim, Howard's able to beat a number of defenders inside.
Now here's Atkins. Tight defense on her. Vandersloot outside. Cardoso. Back to Vandersloot. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Camila Cardoso.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
So it's Indiana now. The lead is 15. And here's McDonald. Clark, right side. Up top, Powers. Howard, 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Powers' shot is off.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
From deep, Ariel Atkins sinks the triple.
They just continue to splash those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. You can't keep giving up that many points behind the arc.
Clark can't get it to go.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Outside Atkins for 3. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston. Outside McDonald. Let's go with a 3. Takes it out to Clark. Bangs home the trifecta.
What's gone into her today? This is getting ridiculous.
Vandersloot with it. Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible. Playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
To Banham. And here's Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. And right on through for another basket. She's got 5 made on 5 for 9 shooting. Indiana with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Clark can't hit.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Atkins. And that one good.
Well, Atkins can score from pretty much anywhere on the court. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. She'll find a way.
Now here's Clark. A baseline J. Chicago with the rebound. Pass to Atkins. Here's Banham. She's covered by Mitchell. Now Vandersloot from deep. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss.
Now here's Clark. Indiana again missing.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
All you have to do is work the clock, take care of the ball, and it's a wrap. Hit the showers.
Here's Clark. Outside Cunningham. Clock at 6. Pass to Mitchell. Cardoso gets the board. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. And basket is good. Got it to go through the contact. So a free throw coming up. Opportunity for a three-point play.
At the line for the Sky, Angel Reese. One shot.
One shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's an 8-point ball game. Chicago with the ball. Screen by Cardoso. To the inside. Out to Atkins. The three. They get the rebound. She can't get it to go. And so the Fever take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for it.
And that's a wrap, everyone.